kicking off in the media space. There's a company that is doing that Web 2.0 thing when they drop all of the vowels, I think. So here we have a company called Workforce, I think. Natasha, what is this misspelled company?
So workforce without the O's, because offices are optional, and therefore the O's in the name are also optional.
Heyo.
Oh my God.
But before we make too much fun of the name, they are a new media publication focused on remote work and everything that encompasses that. They were started, full disclosure, by Jesse Chambers, who used to work for as the VP of monetization for AOL when it still owned TechCrunch. I think we obviously never, me and him never like crossed paths, but he said that he had a feeling he knew how to build a digital media brand. Why not start it? And he did so by living the remote work lifestyle in a 27-foot Airstream for 2 years, and is now launching this content-focused publication. Just focus on that.
So I know Jesse, smart guy. He was a higher up at AOL when I was at TC the first time in the pre-Verizon days. My memories of him is usually of him walking very quickly across a room. So I think he's usually in motion. So I can't imagine him being in an Airstream for that amount of time. He must have exploded. But to be clear, though, I do think that a publication focused on this area might do well. Danny, a couple of weeks ago, was telling us how, you can go read like really good fintech focused publications. I'm not surprised to see this niche get its own kind of like, treatment, to get a real publication focused on it. I'm curious to see how often they're going to post and how deep they can go on remote working. In 2 years, what's left to write? I don't know, but so we'll see. But I like the idea, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I think there's a huge amount of work around culture, right? If you think about Harvard Business Review, which is a very, very successful publication brand across all their different assets, there's a huge amount of focus on corporate culture. People are trying to figure out how to manage a company, organize a company, how to build leadership. And I feel like, it can be easy with a Medium post to say, gee, here's how remote work works. I think if you go behind the scenes and kind of peel back that onion, it's really hard. How do you set up Slack channels? I feel like at TechCrunch every 6 months we have the Slack channel culling, in which we knock out all of our Slack channels and completely redo our entire collaboration model. And the answer is like we keep iterating, but I don't think we're at like 2.0 or 3.0. I feel like we're always at 1.0 beta, and we've never made any progress. So maybe Workforce, which is without the O's but with the E. So don't say all no vowels. There is a vowel. There's an E at the end. I think there's an opportunity for like a brand to actually like improve people's thoughts around remote work and how to make it work.
Yeah, I'll add too, like, obviously it's, readership is very clear right now. And I think it would have been easy for Workforce just to cater to tech workers, but I want to give snaps to them for kind of being ambitious enough to also focus on content for blue collar workers, and just like more than the phrase that we've all heard very commonly in the past couple of weeks, the coastal elite. That they also have a job board that is part of the publication, and that job board also kind of expresses all the different ways to do remote work. So, hopefully that will spur some conversations more than like your classic enterprise SaaS remote work tool.
According to our notes doc, this is in collab with an LA-based studio. Do we know who that is?
It's in my notes. I didn't include the name in the story, but
it's that one studio in LA that
only
does content.
Right.
I
think it was formerly known as Quibi.
Oh, no.
Danny, there's no need to be rude to the
which is being rebranded without the I's as Quib.
No, it would be
Cube.
Yeah, it'd be QB.
Oh my God.
Anyways, why are they working with the studio, Natasha?
They're gonna create some content videos of how remote work case studies look, how certain tools work. This isn't the most exciting part of the product, in my opinion. I'm much more caring about like the articles that they're going to be working with. They have a contributor network. And to answer your earlier question, Alex, I think they're going to be posting daily multiple times.
Okay.
Just with freelancers.
Okay. And, this fits into the niche content stuff we've talked about on the show here and there. The Juggernaut raised capital a couple weeks back. I think everyone here is kind of a big fan of that little company and its model. Also, we've seen Quartz recently get kind of spun back out of Uzobase and kind of purchased by its founders, going on the market on its own, kind of doing its Quartzian thing. Quartz has always had a slightly different flavor than other business publications because they just kind of do their own game. And I like to see that niche still get its jam. And then in the podcasting world, another niche media element,